Pre-market. Trade alert. SY. Pre-market. Trade alert. SY. Pre-market. Trade alert. ENTA. Pre-market. Trade alert. AVXL. PreMarket, Trade Alert. SY. PreMarket, Trade Alert. Z, D, G, E. PreMarket, Trade Alert. Y, D, D, L. PreMarket, Trade Alert. V, V, O, S. PreMarket. Trade alert. NMI. PreMarket. Trade alert. WBUY. Breakout. Trade alert. WBUY. PreMarket. Trade alert. WBUY. PreMarket. Trade alert. ZDGE. PreMarket. Trade alert. NNY. PreMarket. Trade alert. Y, D, D, L. PreMarket. Trade alert. S, Y. PreMarket. Trade alert. S, I, O, O. PreMarket. Trade alert. W, C, T. PreMarket. Trade alert. D, U, O. PreMarket. Trade alert. L, G, P, S. Breakout. Trade alert. L, G, P, S. PreMarket. Trade alert. ELA. PreMarket. Trade alert. EPOW. PreMarket. Trade alert. AEHL.
Good morning, traders, new members, and YouTubers. I
PreMarket.
am Ricky
Trade
Gaspard, your
alert.
host, and thank you for joining me this morning.
AEHL.
And each morning we wait for stocks to pop up in these two scans. For instance, we have AEHL here on the chart. And the first thing you want to look for is this current bar volume. This is the volume in the very last candle. We want to make sure there's enough volume so we can get in and get out safely. So this number needs to be flowing as fast as possible. Once we confirm the label's green and the volume is flowing like you see on the chart, the money flow indicator here this green line needs to be above this yellow line, and they both need to be pointing north as possible. And down here in the My Blessing indicator, this is a moving average indicator. This green line also needs to be moving north at the same time that this money flow is moving north. And down here in Dominator Master, this is my volume indicator, the green bars with red. The green part represents buyers. The red part of the bar represents sellers. The taller the bar, the stronger the volume. And up here, the delta indicator, we want it to be green when we click the button. So quickly, if the stock pops in, all of these indicators are pointing north. We look up here. If we got a green label, that's when you want to decide if you want to get in or not. AEHL looking good this morning. But anyhow, I am not a financial advisor. Make sure that you reach out to the proper authorities before you take any of my advice, use any of my indicators, or trade any of these stocks on this live stream. And make sure in your active trader that your TIF is on EXT. And if you are new here, don't waste your money trying to learn. Use paper, write down your entry, your exit, and your results. And if you continue to be profitable on paper, then change over to real money, but trade small share size. And if you continue to be profitable with real money, the only thing you need to do to increase your profit is increase your share size. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. Couple stocks moving around this morning. Nothing really important. I've seen a bunch of cheap ones. This one looks like it's about the best one that I've seen so far this morning. patiently waiting to see if anything else comes up. You can see these sellers here. These are the wicks on the top of the candle, pushing the price back down. So whenever these wicks are developing, you don't want to pull the trigger on a buy, or you're going to donate to the cause. Indicators are still looking good. The run is getting kind of weak here. We're looking at a green label still, so we still have buyers on board. There could be more coming in slowly. The price hasn't actually sold off and dropped down to where it actually started. So looking pretty good. Still enough buyers on board to hold the price level. Let's see where it'll go from here. Indicator still pointing north on the money flow. Green bars getting taller down here to push the price up higher. Lots of sellers sitting up here. You saw how fast it came right back down with another tall wick. Going to take a lot of buyers to break through that line of defense up there. The actual play on this stock was while I was opening up the floor to trade. Back down in here somewhere, I believe it was. And of course, I didn't get a chance to trade it because I was waking everybody up, getting online. Scanners are temporarily blank. People are taking profits. AEHL, boy, did a bunch of buyers come in just now. They broke right through that line of sellers and pushed it all the way up close to $7. And they are pushing even harder. Let's see if we can get above that 7 and keep running. This looks like a real battle going on. We've got a bunch of sellers happening in the indicators, but a bunch of buyers trying to break through them.
Pre-market. Trade alert. FNGR.
Must be a lot of sellers up here because it pushed them back down really quick. But they seem to be holding this level now instead of this one down here. So we're about 15 cents higher. A few more buyers trying to come in. Don't think I would chance it up here. Too much problems. Good trade. One trade wonder at 148 and Donkey at 18 and JC at 100. And Gary gets 90 bucks. And the host gets 0.
Pre-market. Trade alert. NCRA. Pre-market. Trade alert. VVOS.
Let's take a look at VVOS. Nothing really there. FNGR. 33-cent stock. Really choppy, it looks like. Needs a lot more volume on FNGR. BETR.
Pre-market. Trade alert.
Nothing there either.
WBUY.
W buy. It's been hopping around this morning. Nothing spectacular. GME also was moving earlier. It's still slowly moving, looking north. $18.70. The volume is not flowing, so it's just random buyers coming in.
Breakout. Trade alert. Z, D, G, E.
In other words, nothing to scalp here. It's kind of like a buy and
PreMarket.
hold.
Trade alert. Z, D, G, E.
We'll watch GME here for a minute. 1890. Volume seems to be picking up. Wish we could get a steady flow. We're kind of frozen here. 48,960. If I can read the numbers, it's not flowing fast enough for a scalp.
Breakout.
6208, 65,851.
GMU.
I should not be able to do that. NCRA. NCRA really spiking up higher here. 250 profit taking going on. Let's let these profit takers get out of the way. We break this line here at 253. It's going to run up for more. Watch the indicators for the reversals to green, especially this one. Getting back up there to that 253. Here goes the push. Let's see if it'll go. Where's all them buyers? 260 pushing slowly. 265, 267. Take the profits on the way up. That right there is a beauty. Too bad it wasn't a $10 stock that paid $5 a share, but it did run for us. That was a beautiful move. Hope everybody got a piece of that one. Donkey Lips, $37.98. Farmer Mike, $40. Good job, Farmer Mike. Doug's Chips got $11.80. I don't know on which stock. Milo says he made a few. Not seeing anything posted over on my YouTube buddies over there. I guess they're not trading, they're just watching. Rand picks up $34. The stock's still looking north, nice and strong here. We're developing wicks on the top. We already know what that means, right? Those are profit takers knocking the price back down as they sell those shares back. Good job, Gary, at $2.95. That's $295, not $2.95. Saw Life 117. Captain LB gets 12. Well, I'll take this for a start on Monday morning. Something's better than nothing, right? A lot of sellers sitting up here. Look at the wicks that are developing. It's going to be hard to get any higher. You should have already taken advantage when we broke this level here at 250 because it was a beauty after then. All right, waiting on the next one to pop into these scanners. If you're new here and never seen these live streams before, I am a coder. I am not a financial advisor or anything like that. So I teach how to use my indicators. These indicators teach you how to make money if you learn them.
PreMarket. Trade alert. YMT. PreMarket. Trade alert. WETO. PreMarket. Trade alert. SOAR.
All right, let's see which one of these are going to hold here. These scans auto clean. They will kick the bad ones out if they are not good, and that's how fast they clean. We want the runners. We don't want the tempters. But anyhow, I'm a coder. I've created all of these indicators that you see on the screen, including this one up here, Smart Candles Pro version 2. This one will let you light your account on fire. It'll throw these white arrows in there. When it's time to get in, don't trust the white arrows up here, though, because these buyers, as long as they are buying and active, you're going to see white arrows running up the stock
PreMarket.
symbols
Trade
here.
alert.
But up here,
NCR.
at any moment, they could start taking profit like you see here. But these white arrows will trigger as long as the buyers trigger them.
PreMarket. Trade alert. NEOV.
But you can find all this stuff on volumespikes.com, including these scans. They come with your membership.
PreMarket. Trade alert. PLX.
PLX. Don't like that one at all.
PreMarket. Trade alert. CHAI.
Well, it's wiping out the minimum movers as soon as they hit the scanner. CHAI. I think AI is about over with myself. Starting to be old news. NEOV. NEOV 394, checking volume. The label's red. We don't have enough volume to scalp. The stock is looking north. It may just be getting started. Let's see if it can find some buyers to get their attention to come in and start pushing with us. Green label, 19,000 in volume is not good. All right, going to pass on that one too. CHAI, not important.
PreMarket. Trade alert. AEHL.
AEHL. This one's already ran once this morning. This is the backside of the trade. Probably not much going to happen there. Check JZ. Nothing on JZ. NCRA again. Just sitting there doing nothing. WBuy was also called out this morning, not doing anything. SOAR. Nothing on SOAR. FNGR. Just running through the list here of what popped up this morning. GME. GME pulling back. COOT. Not seeing anything at the moment. All right, this is where patience comes into play. Enjoy your coffee while it's still warm while we wait. FNGR kicking in again. Let's see if it is. I just looked at it. I didn't see anything there, but here we go. 36 cents looking north. Kind of choppy. Was a rough start for this penny stock. Of course, what's not a rough start for a penny stock? They all are. Pushing a little bit north. Don't expect big gains here. You have to have 1 million shares to make $1. $0.36 so far, 0.3633.
Pre-market. Trade alert.
0.3680.
Pre-market. Trade alert. LGPS.
LGPS, taking a look at it. Looks like it's tried to get off the ground twice already and failed. Really not interested in this one. Volume is low. It could come in and start buying it. Let's watch for the numbers to start increasing here. The label is green. Let's see if it gets buyer attention. We need these indicators pointing north. The further north they are pointing, the stronger the run and the push will be. We need these green bars above this yellow average volume line.
FNGR.
So when these green bars break above this yellow line, this is more buying than average coming in. Unfortunately, the yellow line is dipping down towards the bar. So not a real strong push here. Few more buyers pushing it up for a few more pennies. $1.28, $1.27, $1.29. Spiking past $1.30, but not holding the gain. Right there is a resistance level. We may not get past $1.30. Unless we could pick up some extra buyers here. There we go, $1.34. Can we make a new high for pre-market? Can we? $1.37. I don't see the new high signal popping in, so there must have been a higher high somewhere else. $1.44 now. This is how good these scans are, and I built these scans also. They're no part of Thinkorswim, but they come with your membership. LGPS, looks like the push may be over. Red label, profit taking. Red cash flow, profit taking. Red dominator bar are sellers. Donkey gets $11.95. Still looking north. They're not giving up yet. Indicators are still pointing north. This is how north we want it to be, but unfortunately, we don't have enough buyers on this cheap stock to keep pushing it very far. Good job, Donkey. Donkey gets 67. Tyler gets about 15 bucks. I didn't trade it, so I didn't get anything. Gary, LGPS, $265.54 to be exact. Good job, Gary. LGPS finding some more buyers, pushing up to $1.55 now. If you're new here, and of course, if you're on YouTube, these scans are something else. I created these scans. They're not just your typical, hey, something is spiking, look over here scans. These scans are going to look for the very first movement of a stock. And if it moves just a couple of bars and disappears, it's going to wipe it out. It's not going to bother us about trying to look at it and trade it. These scans are really mathematically tearing into these stocks as they start barely moving in the morning. So I'm not looking for that big spike up like most of the paid services out there. I'm looking for buyer interest. So once buyer interest increases, it can increase this second, a little bit more the next second, a little bit more a minute from now. And all that's being monitored in these scanners. That's how we get them, and they come in. Sometimes we can get some really good runners. Sometimes they just run flat, and the bad ones usually get wiped out of the scan. So we avoid a lot of garbage, which is good. That's why you only see one or two stocks in these scans at a time, and that's the case for all the other scans I've written as well. I don't like to sort through a bunch of garbage just to get to one good trade. So I let the scanners do all the work. Dip and Rip, $38. Mo Money, $43. One Trade Wonder, $135. You guys are on it this morning, and gals.
PreMarket. Trade alert. LGPS.
We're already on LGPS. It made a pullback from profit takers. We did break a level here at $1.50. Let's see if they can continue to push. I don't think they're going to, but they could. I mean, there's not much moving this morning. We may all be on the same stock here. I don't like that the My Blessing is still red. This means the trend hasn't shifted yet. But them buyers, they're aggressive. I guess everybody needs to pay for the weekend spending. Here we go. $1.60 looking north. Don't like that this indicator's still red. That price could come right back down. We need some green right here. So be cautious. There's a nice tall green bar of buyers, but the price is reluctant to move. Watch this indicator closely. If it flips red and points south, you better take the profit. Slightly red. That's a warning. Hey, there's sellers on board. Stronger sellers. The further down this line dips red, the stronger the selling pressure gets. Buyers are holding it up and buying up everything they're selling.
PreMarket. Trade alert. XTNT.
You can see when the bar turns red, the green bar covers it up. That tells me they're buying up what they're selling. Now the sellers are dominating the movement here. Price coming down slightly. Gary, total 476.34 on LGPS. And I'm yawning. Sorry, excuse me, etc. Milo, 235 on that pop, he says. Still looking north here. They're not quitting.
PreMarket. Trade alert. MBBC.
Let's see if we can get this money flow indicator to turn back green, but they may be done here now. We're reaching really far south. Sellers, sellers, sellers. I'm looking at MBBC here in the scan. $17.99. The price is not moving, so there's no sense in going to look at it. $1.61. Buyers are continuing to hold LGPS up. Even though we have sellers taking profit, the price has not actually dropped back down. Pretty good strength holding it up. These are all warnings not to get in, right? But everything is
PreMarket.
red.
Trade alert. Z, V, Z, Z, T.
ZVZZT. That is a test symbol, not a. I heard you could trade it. I've never traded it. But why would you trade something that has no value? LGPS still holding the level here, around $1.60. A few more buyers coming in. You can see them right here on the money flow indicator. What we need is a tall green bar above this yellow line. That'll wipe out all them sellers and push the price higher. Buyers need to step up to the plate and just go ahead and buy it really hard and push them up there. Money flow pointing north. Let's go. Can they do it? $1.70. They are putting the pressure on. Don't look like they're going to succeed, though. $1.75, a little bit more. Money flow is pointing north. A little bit weak here. A little bit of red on the money flow from profit taking. Need this bar green down here. It's red. They are taking profits right here to $1.70.
PreMarket. Trade alert. L, G, P, S.
Think we're getting weaker up here at this $1.70 range. We may be running out of buyers. Everything's starting to get choppy looking.
N, C, P, L.
All right, we'll come back to this one in a little bit. NCPL, let's go check that one. No volume here. Only paying pennies, no volume. LGPS still bouncing around up there, $1.60.
PreMarket. Trade alert. C, O, O, T.
COOT. Yeah, this don't look good. Backside of the trade, second attempt. No, thank you. YDDL. AEHL. FNGR. That sold off too. LGPS again. All right, patiently waiting on the next one. Need something in the upper price ranges. That would be nice.
PreMarket. Trade alert. CHAI. PreMarket. Trade alert. WBUY. PreMarket. Trade alert. SRXH.
WBUY. It's been moving several times this morning. It's nothing but a choppy mess right now. SY. SY, nothing there. SAIC. SY. Not seeing anything at the moment. Looks like SY might have had earnings report.
PreMarket. Trade
It
alert.
did.
VWAV. PreMarket. Trade alert. SY.
SY, company called So Young. I don't even like the name of that. Looks like they had fair earnings, nothing spectacular.
Breakout. Trade alert. SY.
Yeah, we're already watching SY pushing up slowly. This is kind of like old news. The news came out earlier this morning. That was back in here. Nobody actually bought into it when the news did break. Now we sold off, and now it seems like they're just maybe somebody coming in.
Pre-market. Trade alert. P, B, H, C.
PBHC. Nothing there. BW. Nothing there either.
Pre-market. Trade alert.
SY still pushing north, but very slowly. So I understand this is Chinese and it could be two different people, one named So and one named Young. But in America, that stands for So Young to me. Anything directed at children, I'm not for. If that's what it is, I have no idea though. It could be just talking gibberish, especially with all the porn stuff going on nowadays with the children. Yeah, it could be anti-aging. I could just be off the wall here. Good job, Trader Flow, $32. And Milo took a little bit of that SY. Looks like everybody
Pre-market.
agrees with me. They're
Trade
selling
alert.
off.
R,
Just
D,
kidding. I
H,
know.
L.
They're selling off because they're protecting their money. So it must be like I first said, two different people, So and Young. Welcome back, Milo. Glad everything's calmed down for you. Milo, I just read your chat this morning. I must have been asleep in the chair last night. RDHL. Lots of lines. I'm going to clear them off. This is the line we're interested in right here at $1.70. If we break it, we could climb up higher. I'm not liking that the volume label is red at the current time. We need the money flow indicator to go green, and we need to break this level before any entries are made. Break above $1.70, and we need a tall green dominator bar if you intend to buy. We're breaking that $1.70 now. I'm not seeing that tall green bar to keep pushing. It's just not there. Not enough volume. Even though this thing says 1 million, it barely moved. Let's push harder. If you want profit, we got to buy into it, right? We're up above that $1.70. Can we keep it pushing? $1.84. I would get out if I were you. This is taking too long to blast off. And of course, the moment we get out, it takes off. You know how that goes. But struggling here to get any further. Not saying it won't break out. I'm just saying it's taking too long. $2 so far. Good job, Gary. Good job, JC. JC gets 50. Gary gets 587.10. 209. Lots of sellers in this stock. That makes it slow to move. I trade one trade wonder gets $100. Let's see who I missed. Bill in Indiana, 152. And other traders. I'm not going to scroll back. It keeps scrolling back against me, so I'll just leave that alone for now. 193, pulling back, struggling to really run. It was possible to make some profit here. I was hoping for tall green bars to keep pumping and this thing to run to $4. That didn't happen. YouTube is about 3 seconds delayed, I believe, and it varies. I've tried messing with it. There's just nothing you can do. They're throttling the live streams, I would imagine. I'm on highest, fastest speed I can push out to you, and I have the highest setting selected on YouTube. So I guess it is what it is. Unless you become a member, then there's no delay. Well, I'm not going to say no delay, but maybe a half a second to a second. Sometimes less than that. So I've tried fixing YouTube. It's not going to happen. Yeah, it's about a half a second, something like that. Oh, I'm faster than you? Well, I should be faster than you.
PreMarket. Trade alert. C, B, A, T.
That one never even hit the scanner. So RDHL, I did the right thing, I believe, by telling you that it may not go up here about at $2. It did go a little bit more after I was telling everybody it's weak. Well, it was weak. It didn't go very far after that. All right, we hurry up and wait again.
PreMarket. Trade alert. R, D, H, L. Pre-market. Trade alert. A. Pre-market. Trade alert. PRFX. Pre-market. Trade alert. MOVE. Pre-market. Trade alert. PBK. Pre-market. Trade alert. LGPS. Pre-market. Trade alert. SY.
Not enough buyers in this stock. The indicators are pointing north, but we have no volume flow. Did I cut out or something? I'm just now reading y'all's chat over there. Yeah, I lost sound last Friday too. Maybe I need a reboot or something. YouTubers, you hear me over there? Thank you for that confirmation. I don't know what happened. We'll just let it go. LGPS, let's take a look at that one again. Still down there on the bottom. It already did its thing. MOVE is not moving. I guess the market's calming down for a moment. MOVE finding a few more buyers. Now we're pushing 50-cent pieces. Let's see if they will track and maybe fire up some of them other paid scanner services out there. We've been aware of this stock for about 5 minutes, maybe a little longer. Don't look like we have enough buyers yet. A couple people got excited, said, uh-oh, nobody else is following me, and they got back out. 93.50 on the volume, 10,500. Starting to flow better, 15. Come on, let's get it rolling. We got an early start on this one. 1670s. Hopefully the buyers will stay on board here and keep pushing. That volume flow scares me. We lost all buyers. Dominator bar short and red. They're selling. Looks like we lost our volume flow. Some people got interested. Few of them bailed out real quick when it wasn't going anywhere. Now a few more's finding it. Maybe the other paid scanner services out there. Holding around $15.60. Now $16. It's not looking too promising for a continuation run. We need a lot more people on board. We need steady volume flow. It's starting to pick up, it looks like. But I'd rather see 100,000, 120,000, 150,000, not just 50,000. Nice trade, Jamie over on YouTube. It's like coffee and a donut, brother. Not me. I want coffee and 2 donuts. One is never enough. MOVE is moving, but not very fast. Nothing being called out in the scans. Well, it's actually been a bad few months, but we keep pulling out some winners every morning in pre-market. So to say it's a bad day ahead, it's been dying about 9:30 in the regular session every morning. If you have the patience to sit there for hours and wait on something to move, you might make a few
PreMarket.
bucks.
Trade alert. RDHL.
I'm finding that pre-market has the most profit and has had the most profit for about a year now. Even some of the institutions are reaching over and buying into pre-market. We're getting out of that summertime where everybody went on vacation, school let out. Now school's back in. People need to make money again. They need to cover the money they spent over the summer. So over the next couple of months, the market should pick up a little, providing nobody messes it up government-wise. But the normal would be, yes, we start getting better from here, but it's a slow process. Thank you, TD. RDHL. Nothing there. It's already ran up, pulled back.
PreMarket. Trade alert. PBK.
PBK. YouTubers, I'm going to let you hang on there for a little bit longer. Nothing on PBK. Is that choppy?
PreMarket.
That's how you
Trade
define
alert.
choppy right there.
MOVE.
MOVE. They still messing with that one. Still just bouncing around. We are aware that it's moving, but it's not moving anywhere. It's just bouncing right here. PBK. Really choppy, really choppy. Nothing there to see. BETR. Moving, but only a few buyers. Not enough to scalp. RDHL. Bouncing on the 34 EMA.
PreMarket. Trade alert. FNGR.
FNGR. A few people buying at 34 cents. Nothing I'm interested in.
PreMarket. Trade alert. CTM.
CTM.
PreMarket. Trade alert. XAIR.
And I would like
PreMarket.
something more than
Trade alert.
$1.
AQMS. PreMarket. Trade alert.
XAIR.
VVOS.
Let's see which ones don't get wiped out here. Looks like it's going through them, knocking out the bad
PreMarket.
ones.
Trade alert. TND.
I'm watching XAIR. It is pushing higher, but let's see how high we can push it. Some profit taking going on. That don't mean it's coming back down. That just means they're taking profit. This stock took off from 440 all the way up to $5. Now the buyers come back in to push it higher. Take those profits up here. Don't let them get away. Nice push here on this one. Thank you, scanners. Man, we were early on this one. I didn't actually think it was going to go, and it did. A lot of profit taking going on. Still might not be over. I'm sure it's just now hitting the other paid scanner services out there. Let's see if it'll keep going. 616, looks like a few buyers stepping in. Watch the indicators down here. This one being the most important. Nice push, 650. Must be hitting those other scanners. Can we keep going here? Another push. I think they're taking profits. They're happy with it up here, 640. Watching the next bar down here. It's green for a push, 682, 687, 88. What a nice push for the buyers there. Take those profits up here at the top. Thank you, Lord. Do y'all know how blessed we are? X Air, is that what is that? Is that air conditioning, airplane? Do we even care? We only care that it moves, right? I've only traded movement. News doesn't bother me none. Sometimes they sell the news. I trade numbers if you haven't realized that. Everything up here is mathematically done. If something's moving, I want to know. Hopefully you want to know too. So another medical stock is this X Air. You know, we trade almost every stock around here. We don't even know the name. We just know the movement. What was that I just traded? That's my question most of the time. Or what did we trade 5 minutes ago? Does anybody know? Or even 10 minutes ago? We play numbers and nothing else. Everything up here is mathematically calculated, labels and all. Scanners, they have to reach certain numbers to qualify to hit the scanner. So they're on a scoring system. And if they keep scoring, there's 18 different steps here. If they keep scoring through those 18 steps, we end up with money in our pocket. There ain't nobody on YouTube that's going to do it like I do it. A lot of them want you to dig into the financials. Oh, look what this stock's going to do in the future. No, I want to know right now, what's this stock doing right now? That's the stocks I'm interested in. Not what you think is going to move in the future.
Breakout. Trade alert. BETR. PreMarket. Trade alert.
BETR.
NAZ.
BETR is moving, but they don't have any traffic. RNAZ. RNAZ found some buyers. 286, pulling back. Here's that level we need to break. It sets it immediately.
Trade alert.
If we can break 275, then them buyers will push it right back up here and we'll keep going. I know it says 278. I'm just rounding off here, 275. If it never comes back up here, it's probably a pump and dump. One trade wonder, what if another one moves? Just teasing you. Good trading, brother. Up over $1,000. He's calling it quits. I don't blame you. Great trading, brother. I'm sure quite a few of you got some pocket change this morning that you're proud of. This one didn't work out so well. SQFT. Man, we've been getting a lot of $1.50 stocks this morning. I'd rather see some $5, $10, $15 stocks. So I've done very little trading. Travel safely out there, one trade wonder.
PreMarket. Trade alert. ATRA.
ATRA. No movement. Just one little green candle. Somebody bought something. Next, please. Let's look at AEHL. Down there at the bottom, poking its head above water.
PreMarket. Trade alert.
Nothing happening there.
WBUY.
WBUY. It's really choppy. It's popping up as it's selling off. No buy there. Good job, Rehab Trader. Still playing XAIR. FNGR. 35 cents, not hardly moving, no volume for this cheap of a stock. XAIR. So XAIR needs to break this level up here at 640. I don't see the volume happening. All the indicators have made their way back down to the bottom.
PreMarket.
This
Trade alert.
trade is probably dead.
FNGR.
FNGR. 35 cents. I won't be trading this one either. XAIR popping back in. Let's see what's happening there. Needs to break 640. I don't like the way the indicators look. Don't think it's going anywhere.
PreMarket. Trade alert. RDY. PreMarket. Trade alert. NCPL.
NCPL spiking up 76 cents currently. Checking the bars and the indicators. They are green, but the money flow is red. We're just getting started here. Let's see if they can get the volume to go. We are popping green up here in the delta. Pushing up for a few pennies. It's 80 cents so far. Hopefully it'll get up to 90. There we go, 82 so far. I'm not trading these cheap ones, but I hope y'all make a lot of money off of them. Kind of jumpy. We got buyers and sellers on board. Hopefully the buyers can keep outnumbering the sellers and keep pushing. Lower indicators look good. Lots of volume, 500,000 shares in this candle. Now almost 700,000 in this candle.
CVKD.
Got some red in the delta. Be careful. They are profit taking as this thing pushes higher. You can see the profit taking going on.
Trade alert. RDHL.
Pushing up a little higher now to 85. Hopefully we'll make it to 90 soon. Pushing even more. 87 cents. Almost hit that 90. Actually did hit 90. I've got my mouse on it now. That's probably about as far as they're going to push. Coming back down now. All the profit taking. Right back down to that 80 cents. Now a few buyers buying the pullback here. Hopefully other buyers buy it right along with them and go back up there and retest that 90 cents. Pushing higher now, and sellers come in on top of them, knock it back down. And downward she goes. My pleasure, Jamie, and good job on Geo Explore at 192 profit. Glad to see some of you on YouTube making a little bit of money. I'm trying to help you. Scanners are quiet at the moment.
PreMarket. Trade alert. NCPL. PreMarket. Trade alert. WSC.
Let's go check WSC. If I can find my mouse, it disappeared. There it is, somewhere. Nothing on WSC. RDHL. Not seeing much of anything at the moment. We can go look at Move, MOVE. Move, quit moving. NCPL. These were recent movers. RDHL, still in the scanner, still not moving. Go back to NCPL.
PreMarket. Trade alert. NCPL.
Few buyers coming in. 84 cents. Maybe they feel relaxed now that all of the profit takers are out of the way. I'm waiting on this indicator to flip north. This one's weak. The money flow is still weak. This indicator needs to turn green and point north. We do have some buyers coming in. That's why these bars are green. They are trying to flip the trend and get it to run some more. 84 cents so far. Few more buyers coming in. You saw it flip to green and the volume flow took off. But lots of sellers up here taking profit. So may not last very long. Few more buyers stepping in. The indicator did turn around finally. That's good news. We may push higher. Need this bar to turn green and grow tall. We need all these indicators green, or this stock's not going to have the power behind it to keep pushing higher. So we don't want to get in when it's undecided like this.
PreMarket. Trade alert. PAR.
I'm watching the price here on PAR, $20.88. This price is not moving, so I'm not going to go chart it. And it disappeared out of the scan.
PreMarket. Trade alert. VVOS. PreMarket. Trade alert. YDDL.
VVOS, 35 cent stock looking north.
PreMarket. Trade alert. SRAD.
SRAD, let's check that one also.
PreMarket.
VVOS looks better.
MOVE.
MOVE come back into play
PreMarket.
here.
Trade alert. CVK.
MOVE at $15. Indicators down below look okay. Volume is kind of sluggish. Delta's up there, pushing up for 50 cents.
PreMarket. Trade alert. CLGN.
Maybe a roadblock right here. We may come up here to retest at 1590. If we can find enough buyers to get it done. We do have a big long green bar here above the yellow line, but we seem to have lost volume. Volume flow really slow to none. A few more buyers stepping in. We did test at 1590. We need to break through it. That would get everybody excited and they would all start buying. Not enough volume. This is not a party. This is not a battle going on. This is a few people buying and watching a stock that's turning green. No great push here. No determination to really blast this one off. Kind of just bouncing around. Holding 1590. Too bad we don't have a bunch of buyers. Don't think there's anything holding this one back except for the lack of buyers.
PreMarket. Trade alert. CLGN.
Pushing above that 1590. They are attempting to go for it. 1675. I'm not liking that the volume is low on this one. So if you're in profit, I wouldn't wait too long to take it. This is not like a great big push here to keep this stock moving. $17.50 on that move. I guess slow and steady is good, because that's what we're getting here. You can see the red in this bar from profit taking, and then the buyers cover it up. That's why I said down here, all we need is buyers to get it to go, because there's nothing up here. $17.50 on the spike upwards.
PreMarket. Trade alert. MEDS.
Nice trade, Majika, $1,800.94. You're buying everybody burritos, I heard. I'll take mine with all the fixins. Good job, Brian, 135. I'm watching MEDS here. The price $1.20, now $1.19. It's not going up, it's going down. It's kind of just holding flat, really. So is MOVE. It's only just holding its price range because we ran out of buyers to continue pushing. The volume disappeared. It's gone. MEDS appears to be moving. We'll check back on move in a bit. Currently at $1.26. Thank you, Milo. A lot of profit taking going on MEDS. And you know what that means? It means I can set a line up here, and if we break it, they may push higher, but probably not going to. It looks like it's pulling back pretty far, like they're done with it. Lots of selling. It's probably not what they thought. Let's try MOVE again. Is it still holding? It is holding 1660s. It's amazing this stock hasn't sold off. That means there might be more upside potential.
PreMarket. Trade alert. CLGN.
MOVE is not moving. Maybe they need to change the symbol from MOVE to MOVING. Scans are quiet. Nothing's moving. Patiently waiting. MEDS. MEDS looking north again towards that $1.30. May not hold up. Tall wick on the top of this candle. A lot of sellers driving it back down.
PreMarket.
Nice trade,
alert.
Tyler.
WBUY.
WBUY was moving earlier this morning, popping back into the scan at $1.07. I won't be buying into this W buy.
PreMarket. Trade alert. BLRX.
It already got wiped out of the scan. Let's take a look at MEDS again. Kind of just bouncing around. W buy. Not doing anything either. WETO 750. Checking the volume down here. It's only in the hundreds. Nothing there to buy. Let's take a look at Mara, MARA. Mara down there at the bottom doing absolutely nothing. MOVE. SNDK, that's an expensive one. Selling off. J&J, Johnson & Johnson. Nothing there. GOOG. And GOOGL. And Apple. Just running through some large caps while we wait. MU. mRNA. Bloom Energy. Nothing there. WBUY. Nothing moving this morning except for these cheaper stocks. But we did have 4 or 5 profitable stocks move this morning. That's not bad. I'll take it.
PreMarket. Trade alert. MOVE.
We already know about MOVE. It's just bouncing around up there at the $16 level.
PreMarket. Trade alert. P-U-M-P. PreMarket. Trade alert. L-G-P-S.
Not seeing anything on those two. LGPS looking
PreMarket.
up from the
Trade
bottom.
alert. N-C-R-A.
CRA also looking up from the bottom.
PreMarket. Trade alert. O-N-M-D.
MOVE up here near the high. It looks like it set a new high and spiked down from profit taking. Let's see if they continue to push here. I'm kind of liking this stock because of the movement. It's not real volatile. The buyers continually seem to come back and buy a little bit more of it. Might be a good one for swing trading throughout the day. You may want to put it in your list. It's in a good price range at $17. Watching this lower indicator down here, we need this green bar to break above that yellow line. That tells me more buyers than average are coming in. Until then, I'm not interested because I need to know that everybody else is on board with the recent buying and that they are willing to push it also. Right now, below the yellow line, it's just below average buying. A few people just buying it because it's bouncing. We need a party to go on here. We need above this yellow line, we need these dominator bars growing really tall, just like back here and back here. We need it to grow tall and break that yellow line. I have NCRA popping back up into another scanner. Let me check it real quick. It's coming back down already. We'll go back to move. All right, YouTubers, time for me to let you go. I'm coming up on my break time here, and we won't be trading until 8:30 or so after 8 o'clock. So thanks for joining me this morning. I hope you were able to put a few trades together and put a few dollars in your pocket. And thanks for joining me. As always, God bless you. If you did put money in your pocket, don't give it back. If you're interested in joining us, you can find me over at volumespikes.com. It's $79 a month. You pay 3 months at a time. You can make that $79 back instantly, just about. So don't let the membership fee scare you. There's lots going on here. I've provided you with all kinds of stuff to make the profit. Plus, you get me and my blabbermouth each morning, 5 days a week, up till about 9:30 in the morning. We'd love to have you join us. If you find that this suits your needs, we'd love to have you on board. But thank you and God bless. I will see everybody next Monday. I'm out.